I'm not too familiar with the Spawn franchise. I played the hell out of In the Demon's Hand on Dreamcast, but that's about it. So I wasn't sure what to expect going into the movie of a popular comic series, and it certainly doesn't help that this film is so harshly panned. But I was pleasantly surprised to find that it's not all that bad. It's super over the top and cheesy. Don't expect any Oscars here. But that doesn't keep it from being a good time.
Are there any normal people left on Earth? Or is everyone just back from hell?
Al Simmons is a loving husband and underground assassin for A6, a special operations outfit that hunt down terrorists from behind the scenes. On his final mission, Al is betrayed by his boss, Jason Wynn, and ends up in hell.
You touch her, and you're a dead man.
You are the dead man.
See you later, Al.
Because of his experience and violent nature, the Lord of Hell, Malbolgia, transforms Al into Spawn and offers him a position to lead Hell's army and take over the world, while giving Spawn the opportunity to take revenge on those who betrayed him.
Yes! Yes, I will lead your army! Anything for one! If you fail me, you will die.
Plenty more happens along the way, but that's the gist of it. The story is average at best and mostly predictable, while the acting is on the level of a mid-grade action movie. Sometimes the acting comes off as pretty wooden.
Hey, Wanda, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Buy your man a watch.
He's on his way out. Now do me a favor.
What's that?
Make sure he's back for dinner tomorrow night.
I'll do my best.
Make sure he's back for dinner tomorrow night, Terry.
Yes, ma'am.
But it is decent more often than it's not. Most of the characters are generic tough guys, and they trade one-liners like it's going out of style.
It's a little early for Halloween, Simmons.
Where you're going, every day's Halloween.
Michael White as Spawn and Martin Sheen as Jason Wynn do a good job, but the one who really steals the show is John Leguizamo's portrayal as Clown. His character is just so out there and ridiculous, even more so considering how serious everyone else is, and Leguizamo plays the role perfectly.
Just think of me as your guardian angel, the clown from hell. You're Jimmy Stewart, and I'm Clarence. Every time somebody farts, a demon catches her wings. Oops, twins.
Get away from me, you foul-smelling maggot!
The makeup and costume work deserve special attention. Clown is really impressive. The terribly ugly face and misaligned teeth are great. Every scene that he's in makes him look like such a disgusting character.
Yuck! I hate anchovies.
Spawn's costume and facial makeup look absolutely amazing. The small individual bumps and ridges on his face appear well crafted and make the character unrecognizable from his original human form, without taking away his ability to display emotions. The actual costume itself is just a big rubber suit, and occasionally, some obvious folds will occur. Even so, it looks really good. The balance of power and flexibility shined through in its design. It's probably not one of the better costumes of the 90s, but I definitely prefer it over Batman's nipple costume. The action choreography isn't nearly as awe-inspiring. There are some goofy flips and the occasional roundhouse kick that just makes the scene look silly. Still, I'd prefer bad kung fu instead of the fights with a computer-generated monster. You can't bring up the Spawn movie without going over the awful special effects. But I gotta mention Spawn's cape first. It looks amazing. When Spawn drops down into the gala, the way his cape wraps around the guests is awesome. When it vacuums back into his costume, it's not as cool. And they messed up the timing on Martin Sheen's reaction. But I'm being a little bit nitpicky here. Something you cannot be nitpicky with are any of the scenes that take place in hell. They look so bad, like D for the Sega Saturn bad. And God forbid that Spawn fights with the demon Violator. It looks so unnatural, like Spawn is just floating through the air. Put the two of them together in hell, and now you're really in for it. The special effects hit both extremes. When Spawn heals himself, it looks good.
Damn.
When Clown makes a goofy face, not so much. Spawn was one of those transitionary films between practical effects and CGI, and half the time, it is a really poor example, but it's certainly not enough to ruin the film. There's a lot going against Spawn. The story is nothing special, and the acting is mostly average. The action is cool at times, but the choreography sucks. The practical effects are mostly rock solid, while the computer graphics are a definite hit and miss. I enjoyed this movie because it felt very much like a comic book in motion. Again, I've never actually read the Spawn comics, but I can definitely see some of these scenes being pulled straight from the original art. And I always have a blast watching larger-than-life characters interact with each other. It's hilarious how much of a bad guy Jason Wynn is shown off as. Look at this. His ashtray has live scorpions in it. How can you not love this? In a way, Spawn kind of enters that camp of so bad it's good. Maybe if Spawn went all in on the cheesiness, instead of trying to balance it with sentimental moments, then it might have been better off. But as it is, you're probably better off watching something else. However, if you're in the right mindset, Spawn does enough interesting things to stay entertaining, and it's a fun movie to check out.
Spawn is funny, he's our man. If he can't kill him, no one can. Yay, funny. S to the P to the A to the 1. S to the P to the A to the 1. Go funny.
Thank you for watching my review on Spawn. If you enjoyed this video, click the like button, and if you'd like to see more, subscribe.
How come God hogs up all the good followers and we get all the retards?
Hey, what's up with that face?
Get your hands off me!